normally when I do your relaxer, I just do it right here, just the new growth. But because you stretch it sometimes, or it's like we don't get them on a timely manner, I got to take it down a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing today. A corrective relaxer.
February. Haven't had my hair relaxed since February. It's time.
What you been doing? Wearing weave?
No, just taking care of my hair. Yep, taking care of it. I try to show people that you can maintain your hair, 16, 18, 22, 24 weeks post relaxer without having to go and get it done, and you can still get silky results at home too.
How?
Look. Sure, we keep that moisture in our hair, and by using a deep treatment, which is sitting under the hooded dryer, allowing the moisture to go into the cuticles when they're open.
Shaft.
Right.
You sit your butt under the dryer. I be going to sleep. I don't know. Girl.
Right, and that's what a deep treatment is.
Don't start questioning me.
Right.
I know, like, you got here. I grew up here.
Exactly.
She gonna kick Jasmine out the salon.
Right.
Show what you
How does your hair stay straight? You blow?
Well, I do protective styles as well too, so I don't just always use heat on my hair. That's a hairstyle that doesn't allow you to be doing a lot of manipulation. You can just wrap it and unwrap it. Right. Right. Box braid, something low maintenance where you're not touching your hair, you don't have the comb or the brush in it a lot. So when I get my hair relaxed for the first 8 weeks, I have my hair down, and sometimes if I want long hair, I'll add in some clip-in extensions. But I never braid my hair up before 8 weeks. So then after the 8 weeks, and when I post 8 weeks relaxer, I'll start doing hairstyles that are protective, maybe like a sew-in, or maybe like some wig or something like that with cornrows straight to the back. And that's pretty much how I keep my hair. And I wash it every 2 weeks. I make sure I don't go no longer than 2 weeks when I'm stretching. But for the most part, I wash my hair every week. But when I have protective styles in, I let them stay up a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Make sure.
You braid?
Yeah. I just usually do the cornrows. I don't really do like the box braids and stuff. They cause stress on my hairline, and that'll form alopecia. Which would be the little bumps at the front.
So can you perm your hair?
I know, I do not, and I think as black women we need to understand that certain things you need to go to a salon for.
I can't even wash mine. So
Right, yeah, and that's why a lot of people they try to get on YouTube and they try to talk down on stylists and not give stylists the credit that they need. And on my channel I try to express, you can't give yourself a relaxer. You did not pass no state board to be playing with no chemicals in hair.
Right.
Everybody's hair texture is not the same.
You gotta find somebody that's gonna take care of your hair. Like some stylists charge like
Buku prices.
And your hair still on
I had a stylist, okay, I had very nice pretty hair. I had a stylist put color on my hair, and she used baby oil, petroleum jelly. My hair was falling out. She didn't tell me nothing to do with my hair, no conditioner, no nothing. She charged $95 for a relaxer.
And my baby oil?
Yes, baby oil.
I mean, what is
baby
it?
oil.
For what?
The baby oil. She would put the
to
baby,
base her.
Yes, to base
You
me.
know that remember, I was watching Big Mama. She was in there frying. She had Crisco. The Crisco.
Oh, you making me laugh.
Like Lord.
Yes.
She put.
So I'm just kind of manipulating with my hand. I'm gonna take it right off.
Hey guys, in the last clip I know I left off at the salon, and today's the next day. Fast forward, I got my relaxer done yesterday, and I wanted to stop on here and tell you guys why I decided to get a corrective relaxer, and basically tell you guys my experience and give you all a little information on a corrective relaxer, so that way if you're interested in getting one, or if you think you need one, you'll kind of be able to go off this video and kind of see how the process works and know if you're like for sure gonna need one. So basically, you guys, underprocessed hair, or getting a corrective relaxer, is when you have underprocessed hair. So basically what that means is when you go to get your hair relaxed and you have some parts that have never been touched by the relaxer. So what the case was for me is I had new growth, I had relaxed hair, and then I had some poofy hair that had never been touched, even though I was going to the salon getting my relaxers done every 3 to 4 months. which is why I needed a corrective relaxer. So when you're stretching your relaxers for longer than the normal 6 to 8 weeks that they recommend you get a relaxer, sometimes you'll have a big amount of new growth. And if you're not talking to your stylist and if you don't let them know, like, hey, I'm stretching my relaxer, so I might need to go down a little bit further with the relaxer, they're not necessarily gonna know, because they're taught in school that you're only supposed to relax like 1 to 2 inches of the hair, especially right up here. So they're not gonna know to go all the way down 4 inches or 3 inches or 5 inches down. They're not gonna know, and it's not gonna be the first thing that they think of. And that's why a lot of times, if you think you're gonna need a corrective relaxer, it's really good to have a consultation with your stylist before you just automatically go and sit in their chair, because they're gonna need to see what parts of your hair are under processed. Because a lot of the times when you have under processed hair, it's not necessarily like gonna be a big consistent amount of under processed hair all the way around. It's going to be very sporadic and it's going to be inconsistent, or at least that was the case for me. So when I noticed my hair was under processed, it would be right after I would wash my hair before I would detangle it and condition and do my deep treatments. So I would notice I would have more than one texture of hair, and the line of demarcation was really prominent, and I could definitely see it. Even though my hair texture is like really loose and really subtle, I could still see that the hair in between the previous relaxed hair was not the same texture, wasn't bone straight, and I knew I wanted to go ahead and get that handled, because in the future I do see myself getting a Japanese thermal reconditioning treatment, which is another chemical that allows you to have bone straight hair. But before I move forward in doing that process with my hair journey, I wanted to make sure that my hair was super healthy and that it was all one texture before we move forward with something else, a new stylist, a new salon. You guys know the whole drill. So I just wanted to make sure that my hair was in the best condition that it could possibly be in. And when I went to the salon, my stylist actually pulled the relaxer down maybe around this much, and then after she let that sit on there for like 3 to 4 minutes, she went ahead and took the remainder relaxer from the Cetonics tube that she used on me, and she used that on the ends of my hair, and she did not let that process for a minute, no longer than a minute at all. She put it on, worked it in, and we got up. She rinsed my hair out, washed me good, and I was ready to go. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys is I did get my ends trimmed when I went and got my corrective relaxer, and the last time I got my ends trimmed was in March, which was also the last time my stylist seen my hair, and we talked about me needing a corrective relaxer the next time I got my relaxer done. So I was planning on stretching my relaxer this last time until July 4th, which would have put me at like 22, 23 weeks post relaxer, because the last time I got my relaxer was in February 2nd to be exact. So when I went to the salon and got my hair done in March, it was really good so that my stylist could see that, hey, I have some underprocessed pieces in my hair. We're gonna need to correct these the next time I come and get my relaxer done, which is what we did yesterday. And I'm really happy the way my stylist gave my hair the TLC that it needed, because obviously, you guys, when getting a corrective relaxer, it can be super scary because you never know how your hair is gonna take, because in essence, you're putting a relaxer on top of already relaxed hair plus virgin hair. So you really don't know how it's gonna take. And I think a lot of times when you're getting a corrective relaxer, it really depends on the relaxer you're using. So I've been using Cetonics relaxers for like the past 2 years now, maybe even like 2.5, almost 3 years. And I really like their relaxers a lot. I really like their whole collection of products. My stylist, she used their shampoo, the relaxer, the conditioner. She uses their whole line on my hair, and I honestly can tell a difference in the health of my hair. And that's why I think this relaxer came out the way that it did, and my hair did not have any damage, no breakage, no shedding, because a lot of the times these are really important risks that you can take when you're getting a corrective relaxer. I also wanted to show you guys where my hair is currently falling, because I wasn't able to show you guys what my hair looked like at the salon because my stylist just moved to the salon, and you know, it was just like, oh my goodness, I was already ready to go. It was an hour commute there and back. So I didn't really want to stay in the salon any extra time, but I will turn around and show you guys where my hair is currently falling. I absolutely love my results, and I've been taking really good care of my hair, and you can tell because my hair is super duper healthy. And that's another thing, I wouldn't recommend getting a corrective relaxer if your hair is damaged or if it's dry. If you're already having or experiencing problems with your hair, I wouldn't necessarily say go ahead and get a corrective relaxer. Or if you're like transitioning and you automatically decide, well, you know, I don't really want to transition anymore, I think you should really go to your stylist and have a consultation with them before you just automatically decide, I think a corrective relaxer is what's going to be best for me. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what my hair looks like. So that's where my hair is currently falling. And I also wanted to mention to you guys that this was the first time I ever had to get a corrective relaxer, and I'm so happy and so thankful that it was a really good experience, that I didn't lose any hair. And I was really concerned about that, you guys. When I was getting the relaxer applied to my hair, I was really thinking like, you know, I really hope my hair takes well to this, because again, it's a chemical and you never know how your hair is going to react to the chemical. But I'm happy with my results, and I want to take the time to thank my stylist so much for having such patience with me and giving my hair the TLC that it needed and staying patient with me throughout the entire process. I hope this answered a few questions. If you have any specific questions, make sure you leave it down in the comment section below. I'll try my hardest to get back to you guys. As you know, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, but I will try to find the answers for you guys, and I will try to respond in a timely fashion. So I'll catch you guys in my next video.